I welcome you in this video where you will learn about the products available in capital market. After watching this video, you will be able to explain the meaning of financial markets, differentiate between primary and secondary market, and explain the products available in capital market. There are different types of markets like stock market, money market, capital market, bonds market, secondary market, primary market, or equity market. We use these terms, but the difference between these sometimes may be confusing. So it is important to understand the exact meaning of what financial markets are and what are the difference between these type of markets. Financial markets can be explained as a mechanism that allows people to buy and sell financial securities such as stocks and bonds and items of value at a low transaction cost. These markets work by placing many interested buyers and sellers in one place, thus making easier for them to find each other. So, in simple words, we can say financial markets are the markets where financial securities are bought and sold. Financial markets can be divided into two major types of market, one being capital market and another being money market. Capital market is the market where we deal with the securities which are having the life of more than 1 year, which are for the long term. Whereas in money market, we deal with the securities having a life of less than 1 year or which are short term in nature. When we talk about capital markets, these are governed by SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. Whereas when we talk about money market, it is governed by RBI, which is Reserve Bank of India. Capital market is further divided into two, primary market and secondary market. Primary market is the market where securities are issued for the first time, which are issued initially in this market. Whereas secondary market is the market where already issued securities are bought and sold. When we talk about money market, it is further divided into different segments. We have call money market, treasury bills market, certificate of deposits, commercial papers, commercial bills, and repo, which are sometimes known as repurchase agreements. Slice of the financial markets that deal with medium or long term financial instruments like bonds and equities is known as capital market. It deals with funds having long term maturity, which is generally considered as more than 1 year, or an indefinite maturity, like in case of shares. Transactions take place formally over a stock exchange with the help of brokers, unlike money market, wherein transactions can take place without the help of brokers. The basic role here is to transfer funds from those who are having the surplus and making the same available to those who are running a deficit. And in capital market, it deals in both debt and equity segments. As already explained, capital market is further divided into two, primary market and secondary market. Primary market is the market where newly issued stocks or bonds are traded, whereas in secondary market, trade of existing stocks or bonds takes place. Let us understand it with the help of an example. Suppose if you want to start up a new business, you would not be able to arrange the huge fund requirements for that business from your friends and relatives. In that case, you have the option of raising money from the public across the country by selling shares of the company or by issuing the shares of the company. Small savings of say even rupees 5,000 can contribute in setting up say a 5,000 crore cement or steel plant. This mechanism by which corporates raise money from public is called the primary market. As a shareholder, If you need your money back, you can sell these shares to other or new investors on a stock exchange. Such trades do not reduce or alter the company's capital. Stock exchanges bring such sellers and buyers together and facilitate trading. Therefore, companies raising money from public are required to list their shares on the stock exchange so that any interested buyer who is looking to buy the stocks, they can directly go to the stock exchange and can buy and sell securities on that exchange. This mechanism of buying and selling shares through stock exchange is known as the secondary market. As we have understood that capital market deals with the securities having a life of more than 1 year or an indefinite maturity. Now let us understand what are these instruments which we can buy and sell in capital market. Equity, debt, derivatives, mutual funds, and hybrid instruments are the five major category of products which you can buy and sell in capital markets. When we talk about debt, it is further categorized into two, corporate debt and government debt. And when we talk about the hybrid instruments, again we have different type of instruments in this category. Now let us understand these products one by one. The first category of product that you can buy in capital market is equity, which is the instrument of ownership. Equity shares are instruments issued by companies to raise capital, and it represents the title to the ownership of a company. You become an owner of a company by subscribing to its equity capital or by buying its shares from its existing owners. That means you can both buy the equity shares during the IPO, which are initial public offerings, when these stocks are issued for the first time, or on a stock exchange where you can buy it from the existing owner of that equity share. For example, if you own the 10% equity of the company, we can say you are the 10% owner of that company as you are holding the equity share in the same proportion. As a shareholder, you bear the entrepreneurial risk of the business venture and are entitled to benefits of ownership like share in the distributed profit, which are known as dividend. The returns earned in equity depends upon the profits made by the company's future growth, etc. So in any case, in a particular year, if a company is not having any profits, maybe you will not get the dividends in that particular year. The second category of product which we can buy in capital market is debt, and it is divided into two categories: corporate debt and government debt. In corporate debt, the two major instruments are debentures and bonds, whereas the government securities are the instruments which are available in the category of government debt. Let us study these. For raising capital in an organization, the company can use both equity as well as debt instruments. Debt is a kind of loan taken from the general public. The first major component is debentures. Debentures are instruments issued by companies to raise debt capital. As an investor, you lend your money to the company in return for its promise to pay you interest at a fixed rate, which is usually payable half yearly on specific dates, and to repay the loan amount on a specified maturity date, say after 5, 7, or 10 years, which is also known as its redemption date. Normally, specific assets of the company are held secured in favor of debenture holders. This can be liquidated if the company is unable to pay the interest or principal amount. Unlike loans, you can buy or sell these instruments in the market. There are three types of debentures which corporates generally issues in the market: non-convertible debentures, partially convertible debentures, and fully convertible debentures. Non-convertible debentures are the debentures where total amount is redeemed by the issuer on its redemption date, whereas partially convertible debentures are those where part of it is redeemed and the remaining is converted to the equity shares as per the specified terms. The third one is fully convertible debentures, where whole value is converted into equity at a specified price. The other instrument in the corporate debt category is bonds. Bonds are broadly similar to debentures. These are issued by the companies, financial institutions, municipalities, or government companies and are normally not secured by any asset of the company. That means these are the unsecured instruments. If the bonds are issued by the corporates, these are known as corporate bond, and when the bonds are issued by the government, these are known as government bonds. There are different types of bonds which are available in the market, like regular income bonds, which provide a stable source of income at regular and predetermined intervals. It can be in the category of tax saving bonds, which are offered by the government, which offer tax exemption up to a specified amount of investment depending on the scheme. Few examples are infrastructure bonds under the Section 88 of the Income Tax Act 1961, or it can be in the category of capital gain bonds, which are also known as Section 54 EC capital gain bonds, which are issued by NABARD, NHAI, or Rural Electrification Corporation Limited. Or the other category may be RBI tax relief bonds. After corporate debt, government debt is the next category under the broad category of debt, which will include government securities. Government securities or GSECs are instruments issued by the Government of India to raise money from the general public. Government securities pays interest at fixed rate on specific dates on half yearly basis. It is available in wide range of maturity from short dated, that is 1 year, to long dated up to 30 years. Since it is a sovereign borrowing, it is free from risk of default or credit risk. You can subscribe to these bonds through RBI or buy it in a stock exchange. Derivatives are the financial securities which derive its value from an underlying assets. And these underlying assets could be agri products, metals, electricity and power, and financial securities like any shares and debt securities. There are four major types of derivatives: forwards, futures, options, and swaps. When we talk about stock exchanges or capital market, the main type of exchange traded derivatives are futures and options, whereas forwards and swaps are over the counter instruments which you cannot buy in the capital market. Mutual fund is the next instrument which you can buy in capital market. Mutual funds collect money from many investors and invest this corpus in equity, debt, or a combination of both in a professional and transparent manner. In return for your investment, you receive units of mutual funds which entitle you to the benefits of the collective return earned by the fund after reduction of the management fees. Mutual funds offer different schemes to cater to the needs of the investor and are regulated by Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI). There are different types of mutual funds where you can invest as per your investment objective. We have equity funds, debt or income funds, gilt funds, money market funds or liquid funds, hybrid funds, and others, which has different subcategories. The first instrument of hybrid instruments is preferred stock or preference shares. Preference shares entitle you to receive dividend at a fixed rate. This dividend had to be paid to you before dividend can be paid to equity shareholders. This is one preference you have over the equity shares. That is the reason it is called preference shares. In the event of liquidation of the company, your claim to the company's surplus will be higher than that of the equities holder, but however below the claims of the company's creditors, bond holders, or debenture holders. The second instrument is cumulative preference shares, which is a type of preference share on which dividend accumulates if remains unpaid. All arrears of preference dividend have to be paid out before paying dividend on equity shares. The third instrument is cumulative convertible preference shares. It is a type of preference shares where the dividend payable on the same accumulates if not paid. After a specified date, these shares will be converted into equity capital of the company if the company is not able to pay the dividend. Participating preference shares is the another instrument in the category of hybrid instruments. Participating preference shares gives you the right to participate in the profits of the company after the specified fixed dividend is paid. Participation right is linked with the quantum of dividend paid on the equity shares over and above a particular specified level. Or, in simple words, we can say preferred shares that pay both preferred dividends plus an additional dividend to their shareholders are known as participating preference shares. So, these are the products that you can buy and sell in the capital market, both primary and secondary market. When these products are issued for the first time, we call it primary market. And when the already existing securities are bought and sold, especially in the stock exchanges, we call it secondary market. Let us now check what we have learned in this video with the help of some multiple choice questions. And the first question is, which of the following is not the instrument of capital market? A. Equity shares. B. Mutual funds. C. Commercial papers. D. Derivatives. And the right answer is C. Commercial papers. Which of the following represents the title of ownership of the company? A. Debentures. B. Mutual funds. C. Equity shares. D. Derivatives. And the right answer is C. Equity shares. Which of the following instrument entitles you to receive interest at a fixed rate? A. Debentures. B. Mutual funds. C. Equity shares. D. Derivatives. And the right answer is A. Debentures. Which of the following instrument is generally issued by the companies, financial institutions, municipalities, and government? A. Preference shares. B. Mutual funds. C. Bonds. D. Derivatives. And the right answer is C. Bonds. Thank you for watching this video.